Man, how y'all feeling tonight? Y'all good? Y'all good? Man, they got me up here for 15 minutes with y'all, man. So, is it cool if I just let y'all in on me for these 15 minutes? I just be vulnerable with y'all? But before I start, I need my pastor to come up here real quick and pray. I need him to come up here and pray before I start anything. Good, come on. Grab his mic. Hold on.
How y'all doing, good people? Oh, y'all better talk to me. I'm a black preacher. We'll be here all night. I'm messing with y'all. Listen, all jokes aside, man, I'm super proud of Will, man. It's about what God is doing in his life. He asked me to pray for him. Let me pray. Lord, I thank you so much for the gifts and callings and talents you've placed in this man. And I pray that you would use what you place in him to be a blessing to every single person in here. Lord God, you wired him for this work, crafted him for this calling, and I pray that somebody here would leave better than they came because he had the audacity to use the gift that you gave him. Bless him and keep him. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel the spirit right now. I feel the spirit. This first piece, I wrote this first piece back in April. I'm not really gonna get into what it's about. I'd rather y'all let it unfold as I tell it. So, at the age of 6, I touched the wall outlet. The voltage that could have shocked my body was nothing compared to the shock I was in when my grandfather beat me for it, teaching me a lesson to never get in touch with things that can harm me, like my emotions or people. I guess it's safe to say the wall outlet was my entrance into understanding that things don't have to look dangerous in order to cause suffering. I don't have to hang around dull people in order to feel electrifying. I should be able to carry energy in the palm of my hands and place them on anyone who needs the proper healing. Because to be able to shock the world with my poetic writing the way my grandfather shocked my behind with that brown leather belt should be powerful enough. Each whip installing the truth, teachings, and direction, I am grateful for that wall outlet. But I'm furthermore grateful for my grandfather for simply installing me with the power to go out into the world and supply it to others. I guess that makes me the plug, right? But no, I'm not out here selling that work, but I am giving my people a fix to their problems, a fix to their brokenness. So from here on out, the only time you'll see me touch a wall outlet is to plug the mic in so I can start fixing people. Poem. For this next piece, I need all my black men in here to make some noise real quick. And I need y'all to be truthful with me. Maybe it's not just me, but I have a problem when it comes to communication. You feel me? To properly communicate. So if any of my black fellas in here resonate with this, I really hope it sits with y'all in impact because I'm up here just telling my truth. And the truth is, growing up, I learned some things I wish I could unlearn. Things such as we don't cry, we don't show emotion, we don't ask for help, and we damn sure don't know how to properly communicate. But one thing I better learn how to do is stay in my bubble of black boy joy. See, to be able to tell my emotions amongst other people is called communication, but it's formerly known as petrifying to me. Everybody thinks I'm the type of guy that doesn't speak his mind, that I'm the type of guy that holds his tongue, but how can my tongue pronounce words from a language that is foreign to me? Words like I love you. Words like I'm proud of you. The word love never got a chance to fly off the lips of my pops, glide across the room and land on these eardrums. I guess I knew he was proud of me. But affirmations just wasn't a thing in his household, and don't you dare bring a physical touch. Because sometimes I had to tuck myself in at night and hug myself to sleep. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure I used to talk in my sleep. The only time freedom of speech was allowed in my household when I was unconscious to what I was saying. So deep down, I knew that the four walls of my bedroom knew more about me than the one man that raised me. So when he would send me to my room for speaking out of turn, he didn't know that my bed was my comforter and not my confinement. Teaching me a lesson. Teaching me a lesson and helping me. Dream about the day that I would muster up the courage to teach myself how to properly communicate. Instead, I walk through the days having vivid nightmares about me saying the wrong thing, so I keep my mouth closed, giving my demons, generational curses, full control. It's funny how being told the man up can easily bring a man down. I was taught to handle my business, but never got taught to handle my emotions. I learned how to throw a punch before I learned how to throw my words, so it doesn't even get that violent. I was taught that every tear that drops will make the floor beneath me weak, and I will fall through like every other unresponsive black man, because nobody cares. Unless I'm in a box or I'm on a block. But either way, I still meet my death within those corners, see. But until then, it is my duty to keep my chin up and my head held high, because I cannot show no signs of weakness. I must act as strong as I look. My voice shall not crack under the pressures of being a black man, because this black man must stand firm in his bad communication skills. You see, it's not easy. Trying to rip the Band-Aid off of wounds that have yet to heal, but damn it, I'll do it anyway. I'm already cursed with these scars. Because every time the tip of my tongue touches the roof of my mouth in efforts to communicate, I am frightened that I will utter out blurs that were passed down from my ancestors because they didn't know any better. It's crazy that these false, contagious teachings now lay in the palm of my hands, and I'm scared to touch my son. Scared because what if he ends up like me? Being silent in places where he should be loud, being loud in places where he should be silent, confusing communication with confrontation, but that's what happens when you have a generation of boys trying to be men. And now it's my turn to lead my son in the right direction. I don't even know if it's safe over there. Is it safe? Safe to cry, safe to show emotion, safe to ask for help, safe to learn how to properly communicate? What if my son finds himself being in a bubble of black boy joy? Will it be my fault? Or will he blame it on his ancestors like I did? Poem. So this next piece is a very vulnerable piece for me. I'm putting myself on Front Street with this poem, so a lot of times, a lot of people get on stage and talk about the things that they've been through or the things that people have put them through, but so very few come on stage and talk about the things that they have put people through. And I wasn't once the person I am today. You feel me? I had to go through a stage in my life. And this is just the truth. This poem is called Bad Decisions. So, as a person who makes many mistakes, it's a surprise to me whenever I finally do something that's right. Actually, no. The word mistakes is wrong. It's time for me to be honest. I make bad decisions. I continue to burn bridges with people that love me, then wonder why they put up these walls with no doors. I can no longer enter your peace. I can't blame you. After all, I left you in pieces. You had to let me go. That was my forever farewell peace. You are safer this way. Safe from my deception, safe from my lies. I know that I'm a poet, but I guess I couldn't storytell as well as I thought I could, huh? Oh my goodness. I know that I'm a poet, but I guess I couldn't storytell as well as I thought I could, huh? I'm sorry, y'all. So I need to take into account all the wrong that I've done and know that I have the ability to do better. I hate that word accountability because it's not easy as it seems. It's easier to place the blame on others when it's hard for me to look at myself in the mirror, to see that this is the monster I became, that I became my own boogeyman, that I'm fully convinced my shadow does not want to follow me anymore. So I try to put the bones of the skeletons in my closet back together to form the person who I want to be. How does that work? It doesn't. You know, if I could, I would probably sniff the ashes of the people's hearts that I put through hell. I would probably shoot into my veins the tears of the people who went to war for me, but yet I walk around like I got this purple heart. You know, the truth is, I was addicted. Addicted to making bad decisions over and over, addicted to asking for the giving hand, but giving them the cold shoulders if they didn't have my back when it was against the wall. As if they weren't my crutch when I was struggling to crawl, if they didn't open up their arms to me and I called it home. You know, there's this quote that says, hurt people, that sadly seems like an even exchange to me. Because I've learned I can only give out what was installed to me, so as much pity as I use on myself to break hearts, I should use it to fix unhealed trauma. I should use it to fix unhealed trauma. As much pity as I use on myself to break hearts, I should use it to fix unhealed trauma. Woo! I can't use my pen to right my wrongs, but I sure as hell can use it to write apology letters, poems. Realizing that the grass isn't green on the other side for others is simply because I'm standing on it. You know, I'm pretty sure we all know somebody that could set fire to the rain. But I bet I'm the only person you know that could turn a diamond into a rock that will never skip lakes for me again. Truth, my goodness, the truth is, and bottom of the line, I'm not perfect. And after all the hearts I've ached, I'm probably starting to think that I'm not worth it. But I still find the courage, the bravery. Some people may call it audacity, but I pray. And I pray to be people's gospel music through the hard times. Pray to be people's stitches to their lacerations. Pray to be Cupid with that damn arrow. I pray to be better. Pray to do better. Better is coming. Poem. I got my last piece for y'all, and this is a special poem for me. Some people know this, some people don't. My man's making a noise over here. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. And I can't do this poem without my wife coming on stage right here. Come on. Come on. I told you ain't know I was gonna do this. Come on. So this poem was my vows at my wedding. I got married last year. Nobody in this room was present at my wedding, but we gonna see if this is like a part two. You feel me? Y'all gonna get a feel for what my wedding was like. Come on, let me see. Hey, we gonna get this. Come on. You better not cry, because I'm gonna cry. You chill out. Today is the first day of our forever. Today is the first day of our forever. But it seems that 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week is not nearly enough time to show my full love and devotion for you. They ask me, why do I love you? And I say, because you are unapologetically yourself. I don't need you to be perfect. I don't need you to be the best, because you're perfect for me and you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Let's put it like this. When you speak to me, your voice sounds like violin strings playing gracefully in a symphony. And when we hug each other, it feels like our souls intertwine and we fall in love with each other all over again. How when we jam out the throwback R&B music, you know, late 90s, early 2000s, it feels like I'm performing at Madison Square Garden and you're the only one in the crowd. And I'm okay with that. See, the truth is, I was scared to fall in love. Scared because falling hurts. But I fell in love with you anyway. Fell so hard I started to bleed out all the reasons why you deserve a guy like me. And you allowed me to use a strand of your hair to stitch up my wounds, just show the world that you're the one that keeps me together. So with that being said, I'm gonna speak to you with kind words. Because kind words are like honey. Sweet to the soul, healthy for the body. God always answers my prayers, but it really came through with you. And I thank God for keeping me in your divine heaven. I thank God for keeping a guiding hand on me as if he's my GPS leading me straight to you. To be able to find love and friendship in one person is a blessing. But what they don't tell you about blessings, that blessings should last for an eternity. So I'm ready to love you for eternity. I'm ready to argue with you and make up within the same day. I'm ready for you to be the only one who gets on my last nerves, and trust me, you do get on my last nerves. But that's okay, because I guess it's true what they say, opposites attract. If you're a firecracker personality and my calming nature, we balance each other out so beautifully like children on a seesaw. And I know at the moment we say I do and my lips touch your lips, we've been a covenant of God and I wouldn't have it any other way. Today you take my last name, but you've been a thief since the day I met you, when you took my breath away along with my heart that you've been so gentle with. Before I met you, I didn't think there was such thing as perfect. When I met you, I tried to do somersaults in the snow angels in the rain. I even tried to tan under the moonlight stars. And I say this to say that love can make you do some pretty stupid things the wrong ways, but I thank God that I did it for the right person. No, there's this quote. There's this quote that says, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I'm not one to follow instructions, but when God gave me you, I had to make you my wife. You my wife. Poem. That's my set, and I thank all y'all for having me. I want to give a shout out to all my friends that came out to support. I want to give a big shout out to my church in the back, right back there, came through to support. And I want all y'all to follow me on this journey of mine. I want all y'all to follow me on this journey of mine as I continue to do God's work and what He has started me to impact people with the voice that I have. You guys can follow me on Instagram at WillJD3, WILLJD 3, and thank y'all for having me tonight. It's an honor.